Hey friends, this is Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. Well, the Thanksgiving party's over and we got leftovers. Okay, this is turkey necks and leftover bones because when they took the turkeys apart, they just took all the meat off. They left the bones on the platter so that I could boil them. And I had a carrot, so I broke it in half. And I'm going to throw some celery in here and some salt. I even threw in the quart of leek celery broth that was in my fridge. Along with the one carrot that I divided between the two pots, there were 4 peppers that were left over that were starting to get soft and draw fruit flies. And there was some celery that I divided it between these 2 pots. Put in a whole head of garlic. So now I'm just going to give these guys 3-finger pinch of salt, and then we're just going to let these cook down for the next 3 or 4 hours. We'll be back when we get it strained, or when it's cooked it'll be strained, and then we'll take you on to the next step. And I also made a casserole from leftover stuffing, meat, vegetables, and potatoes. And Howie got at least 1 feed of turkey in sandwiches for his lunches. Okay, so this stuff has been brought to a boil, and now this has been simmering for hours. So I'm going to get Papa to pour this off so we can, strain it off. Okay, and then tomorrow we will finish the job. Okay, folks. Here is 1 stock pot of broth, and here is the meat, what I got off of, say, the necks and the rib cage and stuff like that. But it's a fair bit amount of meat, so we're going to start putting it in the jars. I'm just going to divide this up between the jars because we don't need a lot of meat in our soups in the winter. We like to stock them up with veg and dumplings and noodles and stuff. And you know what? This broth is so rich that I'm not going to season it at all. Okay. Got warm broth going in here. There's going to be no need to debubble because it's pretty much just liquid going in these jars. But Howie can attest, Howie can attest that this soup broth is delicious. And from now on, when I'm boiling down meat or pressure cooking meat for a broth, I know the secret ingredients. It's the Trinity plus a couple. I threw some leftover peppers and a couple of whole heads of garlic, and that made all the difference. Oh, and I added the 1 liter jar of leek celery broth that was in the fridge because my sister couldn't have onions. So, I mean, this was amazing stuff, and you can see me spilling it all over the place. But that's okay because we always wipe our rims. I still have some stock, this turkey stock, in the fridge. So if there's any left over from this, there's not going to be much. I will can it up in a couple of quarts tomorrow. Oh, we're going to have lots of good soup, dear. And plain stock, folks. Doesn't have to have meat in it. This would be, a jar of this stock would be awesome in your basis for your potato soups and stuff. I'm going to always wipe my rims with a clean, damp paper towel. On a clean lid. And into the canner that goes. My canner has the required amount of water in the bottom, along with the rack for the jars to sit on, with a couple of ounces of white vinegar to keep my jars from clouding. And when I have these in the pot, we'll be back. Okay, on goes the lid, and we're going to wait for this to spout a steady stream of steam. And once this spouts or begins to spout a steady stream of steam, we're going to time it for 10 minutes and to allow it to properly vent. Never cut short the venting time, folks. What that does is that pushes all the air out. And once you put the weight on, it creates the vacuum that makes this method of pressure cooking so important. Okay, so we've been spouting a steady stream. Oh yeah. We've been spouting a steady stream of steam. So now we're going to set the timer for 10 minutes. And once that has vented for 10 minutes, we're going to put the 10-pound weight on and process our broth and meat. Okay, we've been spouting a steady stream of steam. The timer has gone off after 10 minutes, and on that goes. And as soon as we get a vigorous jiggle, then I'm going to start timing this. And because it's quarts, quarts or liters, it's going to be 90 minutes for quarts, 75 minutes for pints. There's our second vigorous jiggle, and I'm going to turn down my burner to just between medium and maximum so that this only jiggles every 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, our timer has gone off. Oh, sorry about the steam and the noise. Our timer's gone off, and I'm just going to shut this canner off. I've turned the heat off, and I'm going to go to bed and let this cool naturally. It's all a part of the canning process, folks. Please do not try and rapid cool this. Please do not try and open it until it is at least bearable to touch. Now, I bought 2 turkeys, 10 pounds each at 99 cents a pound. So that's $19.98. That fed 23 people. But Papa got turkey soup. Well, we got turkey soup. We got a casserole that I'm going to show you in another recipe, probably tomorrow or the next day, in the freezer with leftover vegetables and leftover mashed potatoes, leftover stuffing, and leftover meat. Howie took turkey sandwiches in his lunch, and now we got 6 jars of turkey soup base and 6 jars of broth gravy base. These turkeys don't owe me a nickel. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, thus concluding our leftovers home economics video. Because when you make the most of every bit that you buy, that's just smart home economics. Take care, God bless.